honestly, bro, speak when spoken to today. All right? I don't want to fucking hear it all day.
You're joking. Mushi's a he, not a she. Would you like to hold him?
A he who's expecting kittens? Look, can't you see how round her tummy is?
Give him to me.
Huh?
You're gonna see for yourself what he is. Oh no, Mushi! Come back! Come back right now, you hear?
You'll never get him out from under
back.
there.
I'm going to hurt you. Come on. There, I got him.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Coming to you live.
Fucking sure. Fuck it.
Way to ruin it. Fuck.
Tonight on Stumbling Down History Road, we got some very special guests. We're going to be talking about Anne Frank. I'm Jackson.
I'm Mario. Franco.
I'm Dee. So,
You forgot Jeff.
I did forget Jeff. It's okay. Jeff can sit out today because we have some very special guests as stated. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves a little bit? Because, you know, you're our special guest.
Sure. We'll keep it quick. Mario and Franco were the hosts of the Oven Podcast. If you don't already, check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. We are the Oven Podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. On Instagram, we're the Oven_pod.
They bought me a cigar, so they're allowed to show whatever they want.
Yeah. That was easy. I'm going to show you my dick in a second. Hold on. No, I'm kidding.
He did say he wanted to get his dick sucked.
This is about as long as he's gonna last after the show is over. So
Wow. So, to get to the point, we are our full-length episodes are THC-infused dinners with cool guests, some to name: Squints, Matt Frivola, the UFC fighter, and that was Squints from The Sandlot, Mims the rapper, Corey Guns the rapper, Votto the rapper, Little Mo Mozzarella the foodie. We've had some really, really cool guests on. So
Whoever's on the phone.
Yeah, who is calling right now?
yeah, do they not know that we're closed?
The oven is fucking invading.
I believe you guys say the oven. You guys always have a room at the oven, right? A seat.
There's always an oven seat for you.
I think they're
at
trying
the
to call
oven.
and get a.
Oh.
I think that's for you.
Oh,
That's
is it?
that's them
Yeah.
right here. Watch it on.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, and then we do mini ovens where me and Franco just sit down and shoot the breeze. Random topics. So,
Random topics.
subscribe, follow. I keep looking over here at myself in the camera, but we're over here. Oh, Frank, you just burnt your hand.
Dude, with that big cigar. I'm gonna be dealing with this all night.
But
By
why
the
didn't
way.
you ask me for it? God, I would have given it to you.
You
Golly.
gonna give him your cigar?
No, I would have given him the lighter.
You gonna smoke that in here?
We're
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
I gotta
I think Anne Frank is in the floor. No, I'm kidding.
Too soon.
He's been waiting for that.
Actually, I just thought of that.
She was in
now.
the attic.
Oh, she was in the attic? All right, tell us about the attic.
I think it's probably like a bar or something. The attic.
There may or
It
may not
sounds
be flowers
familiar.
in it, if you get that reference.
Oh God, what are you on right now?
Flowers in the attic? Now I'm ashing all over myself.
It's a fucked up
Franco had to
book.
break my fucking...
He goes, "What are you on right now?"
Oh, me? Nothing right now. Well, give me a
So-
second.
Not yet.
So who was it who wanted to talk Anne Frank?
Man, when Mario came to me with this, he was just like, stumbling down history road. What kind of topic would you want to talk about? And the first thing I was, we went to Amsterdam. First thing I thought about, Anne Frank. And I don't know. I've seen.
You been there?
Yeah. So I didn't go to the Anne Frank Museum or anything like that. But we were in Amsterdam. Sorry for ruining your tablecloth.
It's fine.
But yeah, we were in Amsterdam. We actually passed by it. We didn't go in. It's pretty cool. It's really is some crazy history. I don't know why it was just it was a random thought, and I don't know. I've seen like some people. I've even heard some people say that they like don't believe in her.
I've heard that.
I've heard of people not believing in Helen Keller. Hi.
And
Wow, right here.
I don't. So it's not the fact that I don't believe that Helen Keller was a person, or the fact that she was like necessarily blind or deaf. I just think that whatever she really had to say was just made up by like her handler or whatever propaganda person was paying her at the time to kind of say whatever activist bullshit they wanted. She was kind of more just a shill.
Okay. I mean, back then, who knows what the hell was going on?
I mean,
That's when the newspaper. I mean, still even nowadays, who knows what the hell's going on?
Back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the running joke is like that if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and I have to give her 900 milligrams worth of edibles or like 6 tabs of acid and see what happens.
Oh my God.
Wow. What do you think would
It'd
happen?
probably kill her.
Yeah. They're the same thing that happened.
Probably killer.
The European peasant mind can't handle this.
Jeez.
So Anne Frank.
And frankly, I think we should carry on with this conversation.
That was a good one.
A very famous, a very notable Jew from back in. I mean, let's be real.
She is a Jew. She is a Jew.
She was.
I mean, if
She
the
is no
Holocaust
more.
wasn't
Why are you laughing right away?
The way he said
What's that?
a Jew.
Jew.
Make my day, Jew.
Jesus, do not start that shit. We do not need to get canceled that hard.
We have somebody in the background, our always lovely guest, Garrett.
Saying
What are
something
you
really
saying
stupid.
over there?
Don't let him
some-
say it again.
I
Do
can
not
repeat it.
do
Okay.
not
You
say it
guys
again.
can repeat my Hitler
Nope.
No, don't get us canceled, please.
Hitler gas joke.
Yeah,
No.
they are somewhat like cancelable. We are not yet.
No,
So-
we're not cancelable. You can't cancel any of us.
People have been trying to cancel me since day one.
Really? For what? You know what? I don't want to know. You
Yeah.
don't got to get into it. Forget I asked. Anne Frank, 1929.
Fun fact: the same year Martin Luther King was born.
That is true.
Martin Jr. Martin Luther King Jr.
No way. He was born in 1929?
When did you think he was born?
Maybe the 40s? Wow.
He died.
No,
in the
he was
60s.
40s. He was. I don't know the exact, which is really bad because we did a Martin Luther King episode. I don't remember how old he was when he died, but he was in his 40s.
Yeah. So that makes sense if he was, I mean, I see that now, but I don't know. I never thought the 20s for him. What a guy.
It's
I mean, it
because
was
they're
almost the 30s.
Yeah.
They're both kind of associated with different historical context. Like Anne Frank is World War II and the Holocaust. He is a little bit later with the Civil Rights Movement, which is
He was very big.
The 60s.
Yeah, for that, which is an entire different generation. I mean, there was the silent generation, the baby boomers, like totally separate entirely. But Anne Frank.
And
What?
Frank.
Yeah, I mean,
Did I
well-
stump you with this one?
no. So I actually just rewatched the anime Diary of the Anne Frank.
I didn't even
There's
actually
an
know there
anime
was
Frank Diary anime.
Is that
So,
hentai?
is-
Hentai?
That's
No,
not how that
no,
works.
no,
So
no,
that's
no.
just like comic?
Hentai
or
is
was it like
art.
porn?
Okay,
Porn art?
Not all Japanese animation is hentai.
all hentai is art.
However, yes, all hentai is.
It's like all hot dogs are sausages, but not all sausages are hot dogs.
Yeah,
yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Hot dogs are more sandwiches.
but
Yeah, like dolphins or whales.
to answer your question about like the comic, manga is the Japanese comic. Anime is, like
The actual
Ren and
animation.
Stimpy shit, except Japanese. And this was done by Nippon Animation.
Okay.
They're famous for doing a bunch of like very similar things where they tell stories from around the world, and then in the 90s they did some for Beyblade. Like that's their next biggest thing is
Beyblade?
Beyblade.
Oh,
Wait,
the
are these
Beyblade.
Is this the studio that was a cult too, or am I thinking of something else?
What is that about? What's Beyblade about?
You don't remember Beyblade?
What is that?
Remember, so they used to come with, it would look like a zipper. You would rip it, and the blades would...
Oh!
It almost looks like Nassau Coliseum now. Like a big Beyblade arena.
Jesus Christ.
Those things are great, man. Yeah, that was a good noise. That was a good noise.
Yo,
Yeah, used to fight, used to come after each other. That
Yeah,
was
there's like whack, whack, and then someone would jump out of the ring and shit too. Yeah, those things are awesome.
Beyblade was
The
great.
game with the marbles, and you would shoot them at the fucking things that were spinning in the middle. And you have to shoot them.
Oh.
Crossfire?
Rip it. Yeah,
Crossfire.
Crossfire. Yeah, Crossfire.
Crossfire. I never
Yo,
really
that-
got into Crossfire. I was a psycho with Beyblade though.
Yeah, Beyblade was.
Oh man.
Yo,
Which
those-
is really weird that like Japan got everybody hooked on tops.
Tops. Yeah. Oh,
But, like,
The
yeah,
trading-
yeah.
the trading cards?
No.
Tops. Like,
It's
literal-
just a glorified top.
yeah. So
A spinning top.
never
Like
played
it's
it?
just
To be fair, they got us into glorified digital bug collecting.
all right. If you want to,
I feel like they got us into everything, man. The original 150 Pokemon was
Yeah,
like.
right.
That,
I mean, that's a
are
pretty
you
big
stumped
fucking-
on top right now? Like, are you stumped on that?
I think I have an idea.
It's like
what
a dreidel.
It spins, yeah.
It's like a dreidel.
That's what I was
They
imagining.
made it
yes.
out of clay.
like Anne Frank.
And when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I shall play.
Hey, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Come on.
Brings us right to Anne Frank.
Yeah. See, perfect sequitur.
That's it.
Wait, before we start on Anne Frank, did you just say that all dolphins are whales? Yes, you did. So explain that.
Dolphins are whales.
Are they?
Yes. Hey Siri. Are dolphins whales?
No.
He goes, no.
Yes, dolphins are a type of whale, but not all whales are dolphins. I'm just never fucking wrong.
Who would have thought that you'd be the one teaching me tonight?
That's it. I do.
When I got these two next to me,
Dolphins have
You're the one
prehensile
that-
I may
penises.
not know shit about Anne Frank, but don't fuck with my whales.
I like how
your,
nobody
well,
calls
your mom's favorite animal is a whale, so it makes sense that you do know this. Or a dolphin.
Why was
His
it-
mom's favorite animal is a whale?
Or is a dolphin. At
Or
the same
his
time.
mom.
She
is
does
a
love
whale.
dolphins and peacocks. Dolphins and
You
peacocks.
went there.
What'd he say? You
said-
call my mom a whale? That's fucked up, bro.
His mom's
I'm
a
telling my
beautiful
dad.
woman.
I think I called your mom the whale.
Oh my god. I don't know which way it's coming from.
That's it. I'm
It's the
leaving.
implication.
Barry's gonna be the next Dana White.
It's the
Put the headphones down and be out.
He doesn't know what to do right now. He's used to lapels. He's used to being the guy in charge. Now he's in our world.
Welcome
Different.
to
And
on this
I
side.
love this right
welcome to the disc world of the multiverse.
I feel bad for my mom. Never mind me.
Don't worry, only 4 people are gonna watch.
Yeah, nobody's gonna see this anyway.
Probably not gonna watch.
No. And I was going to tell my mom to have a listen. Now you guys can go fuck yourselves.
Just tell her to skip past minutes
I'm gonna
5
tell-
through 7.
I'm gonna go tell his mom to listen.
If it makes you feel better, your mom is a very
Yo, I was not expecting that.
The censor bar?
Why did we teach Rob to do that?
I love the censor
It's
bar.
like a
bit.
Pavlov's dog. You just teach him with treats. Here you go, buddy.
Good for you though, Mario. I'm happy we brought this up tonight.
So, Anne Frank, what's notable about Germany and Amsterdam and all that in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s is this little known thing called Nazi Germany and the Nazi regime, the Third Reich. And so what ends up happening is the Frank family needs to leave Germany because of the Nazi regime. And so they flee into Amsterdam.
Beautiful city.
According to...
Did you happen to go to a Burger King while you were there?
Me?
Are you going to tell me that it's upside down? Because that's fucking Australia.
No, I was going to ask what they call
A Royale with cheese?
Royale with cheese.
the Whopper.
I don't know. I didn't go to a Burger King. But
Well,
wait,
Okay.
what about in Australia?
fun fact, Australia, I can
Foster's
only...
is cunt.
Yeah, so just in case you guys didn't know, on this show, when we say Foster, I'll go ahead and tell everybody. When we say Foster, like Foster's, it really means cunt.
It's an Australian
He
thing.
hasn't been able to use that word in so long, he's so excited.
He's
He's been let
accentu-
off a leash.
He's accentuating the T
Yeah.
at the end of it too. If you realize
I'm a
it's
big
cunt.
no, I am.
RT.
Yeah, it's a.
No, it's
Yeah.
almost like it's a KH and a T at the end, like a cunt.
He's almost like.
But you're pronouncing it like the Jews.
Like the, yep.
Oh my god.
Like
You
got
need some more
popcorn in
phlegm.
your throat. Cunt.
All right, everyone at once.
Cunt.
I was just in charge for like 3 seconds. That was awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and.
And as Borat would say, you could barely see Anne Frank's horns.
Get the Jew before it lays the Jew egg.
Very nice.
My neighbor has he is asshole.
So how hard do I have to drive to kill a Jew?
It just makes it okay because he laughs at the end. Of it.
No, it's Borat. It's Borat.
It's hilarious. Dude, 'cause he's
I'm
looking for
pro everybody. I'm pro Jew everybody. I love everybody. But Borat was funny. That's Borat's jokes, not mine. I love the Jews.
Totally different era. Can't get away
Yeah.
with that now.
You're a Zionist, I guess. Is that what you said?
I love everybody.
What's that?
I said he's a Zionist.
Zionist?
He's...
Oh, we're
We
not
are-
going
no.
there. We're not.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is. So.
Yeah, let's not even
Yeah.
touch that.
Israeli.
We'll stop right there.
Yeah.
So in
I don't even
19...
know what that is. To be honest.
Back to
It's
Amsterdam.
inflammatory.
It means
So-
you promote
Like
Israel.
the Jews.
Don't put words in my mouth back there.
Oh, so you hate the Jews. Oh, I see.
Cut it. Stop. Cut it out. People can get in
Sorry,
trouble.
I'm sorry.
It is a very
So, as stated, we have our lovely guest slash host half the time, or at least host of the studio we're in. Garrett off in the background, and he's making some jokes that people are interacting
He's
with.
being himself.
And
if
we
you've ever
we
watched
don't
our show.
condone. We don't condone.
Yeah. Nobody likes comedy.
Bad enough we got Franco choking over here like he's in a gas chamber.
Oh my gosh.
Give it about 2 minutes, he's going to be choking on something else.
Oh,
Whoa! That was last month.
Look, you're talking about the guy who went out of his way on Black History Month to try and get out with the N-word. So
Oh no, that's bad.
we can't touch that.
No, I said fucking.
Hey, no, stop. We're not doing
you
this.
try.
We are not doing this right now.
Somebody call the shop, so go answer the
It's
phone.
okay. The judge called him out for his bullshit.
Yeah. I will say that we had a referee our first episode, and they were calling us out and making us do shots on our blaxploitation episode for Black History Month. And then Martin Luther King.
Shots. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
Was it a Monday night?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say you guys are nuts on a Monday.
And then I think last
But
month we did
and
the whole-
then the Martin Luther King episode. It's probably why I don't remember it. We had to stand before the judge. We were in prison attire and we had to stand before the judge on Black History Month. We done fucked up, but that's neither here nor there. Somehow we keep stumbling from Anne Frank and talking about Nazi Germany.
Yeah, everybody let him get this snippet out about Anne Frank.
I mean,
So in 1942, she turns 12 and she gets a diary for her birthday. Very shortly after, they end up going into hiding in.
I thought you were gonna say hot yoga.
I mean, maybe.
Sort of.
Bro, she was 12. Calm down.
No, it sounded like you were gonna say hot yoga. Go on.
But yeah, she goes in. They go into hiding in Otto Frank's, the apartment upstairs of Otto Frank's. He owns some fucking factory thing that I don't remember exactly specifically, and the workshop where they have all the desk jobs. They go upstairs. They hide behind a bookshelf, which is what Franco was kind of talking about, the Anne Frank Museum. They had most of the people there working with them, being able to help out and being able to hide them, get them food. Approximately like a month into it, they get... So it's Anne Frank, who's 12, Margaret, who I don't know the name of, the older sister. There's Otto Frank, and there's... I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, the mother. And about a month in, they start getting the Van Danes in, and then after that they have, I think it's like Phil Pfister or something like that, Phil Pfizer. Like, it's a really hard to pronounce name because it's PHFIFHPZ fucking ER.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Pfizer fucking Fauci.
Pfizer.
Fauci did it.
Yeah. Fuck Fauci.
They end
Anyway.
up joining in, and they end up living together for almost a full 2 years. They end up avoiding being captured until April 4th, 1944. There's like 20 different movies, TV shows, one of which, like I said, is actually done by an animation studio, Nippon Animation, and then there was another one in 2006 by Madhouse Studio, and my brother should recognize that name.
Madhouse Studio.
yeah, I know Madhouse. Yeah.
So, what I want to know is how close were they to making it to the end of the war or the end of the Nazi regime? Because 1944, that means they were pretty close to the end. So they were so close, and then she got caught.
Yes, so they end up going into Durbar Heschler or something like that. It's a Amsterdam-based concentration camp, and then about a month into that, they go to Auschwitz.
Oh.
And it's Anne and Margaret are together. They both die of typhus, it's presumed.
Is that a type of, like,
Typhoid? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They both die of that. They're presumed dead because it wasn't until the Dutch army was able to exhume the bodies and take a look at them and discover what was going on. They initially presumed that it was the end of March 1945. So literally, May 7th, 1945, Hitler surrenders.
Oh,
So
so close.
months. And then they were later suspecting, they're now suspecting it was somewhere around end of February, beginning of March. which is a little bit closer to, a little bit later, but like not by much.
Tamper.
And Meep, one of the workers, because there's
I
Meep
got
and
one of
Bep.
those too.
And they were helping them.
They were two of the main people. Meep, M-I-E-P, and Bep, B-E-P, who was a little bit older than Anne, and they would just like hang out and gossip and whatnot together. Anne actually has her first kiss with Peter Van Dyne, who was 18 at the time, and she was 14, which is the
Back
40s.
in the day.
Yeah, it's the 40s, and you guys are locked in a attic together for years at a clip. Like,
That's that's kind of fascinating, like in such a tumultuous time, like such a terrifying time, that yet, the human body still has needs, and obviously like they were young and exploring their body, so it's like it's interesting, like within all the chaos and everything that goes on, they're still kids and doing kid things at that time. It's fascinating.
well, Margaret, like I said, was the older sister. I don't remember exactly how old she was by comparison, but that was a little bit more expected of them. But they kind of just like slowly hit it off. So Anne, the Franks left their cat at their old house in Amsterdam, and the Van Dynes brought in their cat Musho. Anne was very prolific about writing all of her things in her diary. That's why we have Diary of Anne Frank, The Life of Anne Frank, Diary of a Young Girl, Where is Anne Frank, all these things, and all these different translations. It's translated in over 50 different languages.
Wow.
It is one of the most translated books, period, if you want to call it a book. Meep was able to find and hold on to the diary for Anne, because she actually wanted to be a writer, which you can
Anne wanted to.
Anne wanted to be a writer, because you can like kind of get it from her doing an almost daily log into her diary, which she addressed as Kitty, at least in some aspects. Some people think that Kitty was one of her old friends. There's a lot of speculation on who Kitty is. It could just be like her old cat, for all I know.
Could be an imaginary friend.
Could have been an imaginary friend. But
So the writing was more than therapeutic for her. It seemed like she wanted to make something of it in the future.
I don't know if she wanted to make that into something, because as you go into the entries, it gets more and more about just wanting to be able to even go outside and see fresh air and be able to see the flowers and things like this. It's noted on one particular visit with Meep that she brought in a leaf, just an autumn leaf, and they all kind of like got super giddy about it until it was ripped, because Mama Van Dyne was trying to get it from her, and it was given to Anne because she was the baby of the group. And it's heartbreaking shit going through it.
I can't even imagine.
I don't want to do like a full retail. There's way better people that did that. There's full CBS. I think there's 17 American movies, 5 Netherlands movies, so that generic area, 2 from Japan, 3 from Germany, 1 from Switzerland, 2 from the UK. Like, it's all over the place, the writings and translations into different forms of media of what happened. And they all put, their own little dramatization about things. They're not quite sure, at least the one that I was able to find out and do some research on, who actually gave way, because so on April 1st, they had somebody try and break into the house while they were all staying there and supposed to be quiet, and they actually scared them off by inadvertently dropping something, one of the robbers. And then like 3 days later, they end up getting picked up by an SS officer. So like they're not quite sure if it was the burglars, if it was the cops who investigated the burglary, what happened exactly, but they were so close to just not being involved in it.
It's crazy. You guys ever see, I think the movie A Beautiful Life? I think it's based on the Holocaust. That's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while.
Beautiful Life.
Yeah, I believe. I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly.
Are you about to like tear up right now? You sounded a little choked up there.
No.
Beautiful life.
No. I'm good.
It's so
you
beautiful. It's so
you
beautiful.
you did a great job, though.
Thank you.
You did a great job recapping.
Yeah.
A Beautiful Life, you were saying.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, I guess I guess once I started talking about it, I really knew less about the movie than I thought I did. But I just know the line, "Buongiorno, principessa." That's that line.
So you brought nothing to the table.
Nothing to the table. I'm pretty sure they're like Jewish Italians
That
that
wasn't
get caught up in the.
That wasn't uncommon.
Yeah. So, but check out that movie. It'll go watch it yourself because clearly I can't do it any justice. It's a tearjerker. I watched it when I was young. Cried. I'm a movie crier.
He is a movie crier. At least you knew the name of this one, though.
Have you seen Boy in a Striped Pajamas? That's another tearjerker.
No, I've never seen that. I heard about that.
Oh my
though.
god, that is so. Boy in the Striped Pajamas is probably one of the most, I want to say, gut-wrenching depictions of a concentration camp that has been put into media.
Oh, damn. Really?
It's not like overtly graphic, but it's all shown basically as like third person from a 5-year-old going through this, you know.
That's the one where it's like it's the kid in the actual camp, and then there's like
And
the
then-
other kid who's not in the camp, who's like the German or whatever, comes and visits him like and shit because he doesn't get the hell's going on or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a heart wrencher.
I feel like that was like a movie that we watched in high school.
What, Boy in the Striped
might
Pajamas?
have.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Or like a book.
A book, maybe. You know, fun
you
fact.
probably read it because I think it was a more recent adaptation.
Was it?
Yeah.
that
That's
would've been
good.
2008,
JoJo's
2009.
Rabbit is good.
Jojo Rabbit though.
It's a little bit-
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit more Taika Waititi.
Well, that one is
Because
not
it's his,
necessarily 100% about said because that takes. It's not 100% about the Holocaust. He is hiding the Jewish kid, but it's mostly about like the regular German people getting caught up in the bullshit. If memory serves on what's going on.
I got the update.
Life is Beautiful, 1997.
Life is Beautiful.
It's a comedy.
1997. It's partially a comedy.
And you cried during the comedy?
It was sad.
Bro,
It's
he
sad.
cried
It's a
during-
comedy drama.
He cried there in King Kong.
Which one?
The one in like 2000,
2005.
Peter
or
Jackson
whatever.
one?
2005, 2006.
Okay.
In theater. Cried in the theater.
I did.
I was sitting in front of him.
I got a hand job.
I was gonna
first,
ask
and
if-
then I cried at the end.
Oh.
That was
it-
that one. That was that
okay.
King Kong one. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was there.
No, it wasn't. That was your hand.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, man.
And how about the book Night?
Oh, the Elie Wiesel one.
Yeah.
See, I remember that because I remember like reading it, and then like the very next year, or some shit like that. It was either Night or his other one, because he did like 2 or 3 books.
I think so.
Which one's Night?
Night was the one. I think Night is the one that's directly like his story,
Yes.
and I think there's like Daylight and then something or whatever, and those ones are.
Am I supposed to know this one?
Well, you might know Elie Wiesel.
It's a pretty
but I
Who's
remember
Elie Wiesel?
he was
Holocaust survivor.
yeah, but he did the book Night. But I remember because like it got a little bit controversy a little while back because like a couple of the passages were like changed or whatever, or he like might have miswrote them, or they were just
Okay.
slightly off or whatever. So people were pissy because he could have been fabricating stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean,
If it's all done through the perspective of somebody and this is how he remembers things, it's pretty hard to like
Right.
get upset at somebody for that.
Yeah.
If
On
he
top-
is clearly fabricating things like, oh yeah, and then Johann von Jorgisberg died right in front of me because he got shot by some Jew. Like, okay, sure, you're fabricating some shit.
But Night changed my life to this day. That book. There's just one scene in there that I think about all the time. Like especially like I'd be doing like cardio and training, and
is it the running scene?
the running scene?
Yeah,
How terrible is that?
Oh, the scene, yeah, okay.
I think about that all the time. So what they did was they would make the Jews run naked at night from one concentration camp to another, and every 5 minutes, whoever was in the back, bang.
Gotcha.
Imagine like That
See, I kind of I remember the scene as they were looking for it was like Mangle or whatever. Like somebody was looking for weaker people to do like an experiment on or something like that. And so he was just trying to run past him so this way he didn't get picked off or whatever for the experiment. But you could be, it could be similar. We might be misremembering a similar sequence.
Well, maybe I misunderstood, or maybe my teacher in school misinterpreted it for us. That scene.
I mean,
I don't know. I could be
I just
wrong.
remember him forcing himself to run faster and faster.
Yeah.
Mentally, like making himself.
Whatever it is, whether
yeah.
I'm going to be like someone's test dummy or if I'm going to get shot. I mean, it's the same thing in my head. Don't be last.
Right.
He
yeah.
David Goggins.
Shit, David Goggins. Yeah, right, Frank.
Yeah, I'm good. Fun fact, actually, my first interview ever was 11th grade. It was over the phone. I did an interview for it would have been like the research paper, and it was through history, Miss Tori's class. I needed like a
Shout out Miss Tori.
shout out Miss Tori.
Mrs. Nestler.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Nestler now?
Miss Nestler, yeah.
Well, congrats, moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She's great people. But so she had the paper, and you needed something like a secondary source, like a first-hand source, everything, and primary source. So I had the idea of it was Holocaust. I interviewed a Holocaust survivor.
Big brain tactics.
I just went to the Yellow Pages. Remember the Yellow Pages?
Yes.
Found this guy's name on it was the Yellow Pages online. Called and a woman answered. And
They had online back then.
yeah, dude. This was
How old do you think we are?
Yeah, bro, 32. This was like 2000.
Come on,
Older
bro.
than you?
We're not that old.
That'd be like 2008. Yeah, 2008. So I called and a woman answered, and I wish I could remember this gentleman's name, man. But I asked for him, and she was just like, maybe we'll call you back. And like I explained like what it was for. I was like, hey, like just for this paper, this and that. He wound up calling me back like 10 minutes later. He was on the phone with me for probably 30 minutes, describing conditions, stuff like that, because I couldn't find anything like online. So he
Yeah.
just gave me first-hand source. Miss Nessa, I mean, that was a check on the book right there. That was the
Yeah.
easiest paper I ever wrote. But that was it's funny that we're talking about this. That was actually my first interview ever.
And what was his name?
I wish I could remember, man. I'd have to go back. It was a pretty long time ago now, 2008, but.
That's
That had to be
16
some.
years
that had
ago.
to be some experience.
That's 16 years
Yeah,
ago.
man. It was cool. He was a good guy. We wound up talking some baseball. He was an older gentleman at that time. I'm sure. I mean, it would be great if he's still.
I mean, if he
with
was
us,
a
but-
Holocaust survivor, I would imagine he was older.
Yeah, he had to be. I think he was late '80s, early '90s.
That checks chart with math.
I mean, I think somebody did the math now. Magneto would have to be 90 if you go by his birth date and he's a Holocaust survivor in the comics, so somewhere around there probably.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
just read that.
I wish
today.
I wish I would have came prepared with his name. It was just a random thought that popped into my head while we were sitting here.
No, that's why I love doing this as freeform as it is. Like, it's just getting oh my god, I remember this from back in the day, and it's just one of those things,
It was like a last resort thing too. Ooh, pizza on deck.
Hey.
Pizza on deck.
Thank you. Yeah, you see, it's funny, well, it's not really
It's the perks
funny,
of where
but
we film.
it's not funny, but
We got connections.
we have friends who got lip tattoos, inner lip tattoos, but like,
I know someone who did that. Yeah,
but there were Holocaust
you?
survivors. Yeah, him.
You know me?
I didn't know you had a lip tattoo,
Yeah,
but
no, it is
like,
me. I don't know if he
I'm
was the
aware
one
of
I
a
was
couple
talking about.
people.
No,
yeah.
no,
Mine is not going
Oh my god, I just
anywhere.
burped. I'm sorry.
I got mine senior year of high school.
Well,
2010.
what I was getting at is you had these Holocaust survivors. They would number them on their inner lip.
Is that a thing?
yes and no. They would, based off of which camp you went to, was where you got it, and
Okay.
some of them were horizontal, some of them were vertical, some were on arms, some were on shoulders, anywhere that was visible, or in some cases, again, easily hidden, just so this way they could be like, oh, look, they'll never recognize who it is.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
Easily hidden, but easily recognizable.
yes and no, yeah. Sometimes it's shown more. Sometimes they did it more as a barcode type. Sometimes they did it more as actual numbers or letters. It really all depended on which camp you went to, who was running what experiments you were tested on with, all that shit. We loosely talked a little bit about the Angel of Death, very minorly, during our Japan's Worst Sleepaway Camp review episode live stream that got taken down.
We get taken down. It's still up. We just got canceled for a minute, and then we had to restart it.
They got mad at us for... So
we were using too much It turns out we were using too much copyright shit, but we thought it's because we were saying and showing some shit and doing some shit.
So that...
Because we were talking about Unit 731.
Unit 731 is
You know
very
what that is.
similar to...
It's
I'm here to learn
It's
tonight, boys.
essentially it was almost essentially kind of the Japanese equivalent of like the Holocaust, but instead
to
of
China
being,
and Korea.
and it was more just
Predominantly.
almost exclusively medical focused. Almost,
Okay.
they basically just performed the worst human experimentation.
Yeah, so numerous SS officials and higher-ups were like, hey, guys...
Tone it down.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
This is like actually dangerous levels of shit that you guys are doing. Like, cut it out. They're still cleaning up some of the bombs that were left behind because they were chemical warfare bombs that were just like set to go off as soon as things were moved. It was chlamydia, gonorrhea, typhoid, all sorts of fucking shit, bronchitis, pneumonia, any disease that they could figure out how to
Mario must have got
generate.
poked by that bomb.
What's
Is
up?
that what got me? Did I get the chlamydia bomb?
Mario must have got poked by that
And I
bomb.
thought it was that girl. Shit.
That wasn't her nickname, chlamydia bomb?
It is now.
You didn't see CB on her?
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. The Angel of Death, wasn't there a documentary on Netflix recently about him? They thought it was like they thought it was the gentleman that was living next door to this like family for 8 to 10 years. He had a full like a family, two daughters.
So,
or
from
a
my
son and a daughter.
recollection, Mengele was never actually like captured or tried for his
No,
crimes.
he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought
He wasn't like executed or anything, but he was captured, tried. He went to prison for a little bit, and then America did what America does and went Operation Paperclip.
Oh, he got paperclipped.
Explain
Okay.
that. What is that?
So during after World War II, a lot of Nazi scientists
Japanese.
and well, they were called something else. It was
Yeah.
like Operation Paperweights or something like that for the Japanese. But
Konnichiwa.
what
Turns
they would
out-
do is they would take a lot of like prisoners of war that they thought like would be useful, like Joseph Mengele, scientists, engineers.
It's where we got about half of our NASA engineers.
NASA engineers, yeah, like a lot of like our rocket engineers that worked in NASA and shit, and they were former SS, not necessarily SS, but like, Nazi
Regime.
yeah, Nazi guys.
Engineers,
Whether or not how hardcore they were into the
Inventors,
whole
yeah.
Nazi thing is up for debate because that's all variable in person, but they were, Nazis essentially doing Nazi stuff, but then we're like, hey, it's free real estate.
You're really smart. We could use this info.
Right.
You want to come over with us?
Yeah. Instead
We'll
of
get
jail.
We'll get you out of jail. What?
And they also did that
He's
with
sitting next to me.
and they did that with Japanese war criminals too.
Yeah. I mean, so it was 2018 that they officially recognized that they even did anything with Unit 731 and who was behind it. That is how tucked away Unit 731 was. So I'm
Well,
shocked.
even
I'm not
then,
like
a
shocked
lot
that you
of-
guys don't know too much about Unit 731.
I was in local 731 for a minute.
That's a union.
Yep.
I mean, even then,
Not
like
quite the same.
the Bataan Death March, Nanking, a lot of what happened in Russia,
The Philippines.
the Philippines, and the Batans. Like Japan was extremely fucked up during World War II, and
They were so powerful. It was crazy.
it's. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It's a very controversial opinion, but they got what they deserved.
You okay?
But for all intents and purposes, they
Scared
very much
the
got
hell
what
out of
they
me.
deserved.
Oh, really? You say they got what they deserved, huh? They were that bad to everyone in that region,
I'm
especially?
not. You know what? As much as it is and even then, what we did was worse before we did what we did with the two things.
With the two things, yeah.
We wiped away two cities. We wiped away more than two cities.
You guys
before
hear,
that.
You guys know the story. I know you definitely heard the story. That one guy that
Joe?
fled.
Are you talking about Joe?
No, not Joe. I know what you're going to say. Joe Mama.
No.
That guy.
The guy that survived the Hiroshima and then the Nagasaki
Yeah.
bombing. I almost said Fukushima.
Yeah,
because
he got up, went to work, trained into work, and was like, you guys won't believe what the fuck just happened. And then like all of a sudden, bomb. Yeah, and you're like, no.
He was at both bombings. Insane.
Sheesh. And he survived both of them?
he did.
Yes.
I mean, he eventually later died, but
Yeah.
From
And
the
then there was the
radiation
one-
poisoning.
I mean, I'm sure there was complications due to it.
I mean, he got better than
Considering the statistical average age of Japan during that time was pretty old compared to the rest of the world. But like,
Yeah.
that. I mean, Okinawa itself has the highest percent rate of
living to 100.
living to 100 and older per the entire world.
I would love to live till I'm 100. I really
Why?
would. Why not? I would love.
I
I
wanna
would sit here and talk shit until I'm 100 for sure.
The thing with the interesting thing
Right
about
here.
they find that with a lot of people who do living to 100 is they tend to follow very strict life routines.
You're all over the place, bro. You live in the 75 max.
dude, max.
Like these people are like drinking, like they'll like drink like a certain thing, like only a certain thing every day. They only eat like certain shit every day. They only do, like a lot of these people like live.
Their body is so accustomed to one thing that setting it off of that like path
Yeah.
throws them for an entire loop.
I feel like in the next like 20,
That's why-
30 years though, we'll have something that you can just get over the counter that if you have enough money, you can live to you like 120.
Please don't get on that right now.
I'd be so down. If I have enough money, I'm gonna start putting away. In
There's
a jar
some
for that,
conspiracy
so, you
conspiracy theories about that. I am not getting into that right now.
Why, is that a bad topic?
According to
love
I
it.
think according to relative modern medical estimates, the first person who will be able to live over 150 years old has already been born within the last, I want to say, 15 years or so. They estimate.
know? Really?
Yeah. So the first person who will be able to
Estimated to.
who will be estimated to live over 150 years is probably already technically living among us, possibly.
I mean, I don't want to be a vegetable, but if I'm 150 and I could like sit and drink and eat, by that time there's gonna be some crazy new food too. You got to think, right?
I don't know.
We're
I
gonna be
mean,
seeing some new-
realistically,
some
there
new
hasn't been
colors.
that much innovation, I feel like, in food.
That's right. I've been saying for so long. I need a new food so bad.
Foods and movies, it's all shit now.
Well, movies they just
I
remake
mean, if you
everything.
need to find new food, it's more just trying to go outside of your cultural. I find it more trying to go outside your cultural
And then
customs.
and then
Yeah.
doing the fusions.
The fusions, I feel like that's more just like spices and stuff. I want like a new food. You know, like a new food for me, like in the last 10 years was like an acai bowl when they brought that over from wherever that was.
So that's going outside of your culture, going outside of your comfort zone, yeah. Which is what he was saying.
But it's a new fruit though. Like if it's just like chicken with like a different spice, like you know what I'm talking about? Like
I mean,
Acai
in that
was always
case,
around.
you'd-
The
you'd
fruit
have to
itself was
start-
always around.
I mean, in that case,
People were eating it. Yeah, people were eating it in Japan.
no, but I'm saying here though.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
he's saying.
I'm saying.
Cultural.
That's
He's saying
I-
cultural.
yeah,
down.
so you're just saying
I
is
know
you want
cultural.
it's
I'm
traditional
saying
soya?
just I'm saying I just want like a new food, not like a chicken in
It's
this
like-
spice or like a beef in this spice. You know? What
It's
I mean?
like how halal popped up in the past 15 years out of nowhere.
Nah, I mean, halal's been around. It's just
But,
got
like-
more popular kind of.
Well,
something.
halal went from like your
Nowhere
your
to-
drunk food truck in the city at 2 a.m. to
Now it's
to
like
ne-
almost
to next
everywhere.
To the,
Yeah.
next to the vape shop. You know, like.
Well, I mean, that's usually because they're owned by like the same family.
Same thing with ramen.
Yeah.
Same thing with K-pot
Well, I mean, a lot of like the
or
Asian
Korean
restaurants
Korean
tend to be owned
barbecues.
by-
Yeah.
I haven't done a Korean barbecue yet.
What?
Korean
Yeah, I
barbecue's
haven't done it.
great.
Bro,
Haven't done it yet.
fix that.
I got it.
And
I really
the,
have to. I need to go to a good one though. I need
Or
to go to like a
the
solid
hot Korean hot
barbecue.
pot too.
Whatever you're smoking ain't enough for it right now. It's usually all you can eat, so you got to get your money out of it.
Damn.
The problem is it was also like $40.
That's all right though. Am I cooking it myself? Because listen,
You are cooking
Kind
of.
yourself.
You are cooking yourself.
Sometimes, if you go to the
40
place though,
bones? I'm
but
cooking it
here's the
myself.
thing: you get like all different like meats with sauces, and they have like side dishes and stuff. And then if you go to the place with a hot pot too, you get like the stew.
What?
It's like this boiling soup
good.
you get, and you
Thank
you dip like your meat
Appreciate
and
you.
vegetables in it, and it'll like boil it and give it flavor and stuff. You can also put in like other dipping sauces.
It's
and
also part of a different culture because
it's a communal thing too. You're supposed to do it as like a
the Asian culture is very
it sounds
big
delicious.
on family, doing this together. It's now an activity. It is part of bonding with your family, your coworkers, your superiors, your anything, just to build that sense of community and sense of love. The look, I trust you to eat with me type of a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some pretty good places though in like the city, and there's a couple good places right on the island now too.
Have you been to the one next, like across from? Are you guys Levittown kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been to the one across from Tri County?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
all
All right.
right.
See, that's what I wanted to hear. That's all. I'm not, if it's just okay, I'm not going there.
If,
Okay,
you're
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
if you want a better place on the island, the one over by Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory.
Well, it's like right next door, and they're pretty dang good.
They took over where P.F. Chang was.
No, P.F. Chang is
Oh.
still right there. It's
They took over where
Cheesecake-
David Bridles was.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
I haven't had P.F. Chang since.
I don't think
the
I've ever
P.F.
had
Chang's
P.F.
is
Chang's.
Wait, is the P.F. Chang closed or open there still? I don't remember.
A lot of people talk shit about P.F. Chang's, but
With,
you know, listen. When I was in college, it tasted pretty good.
I don't know. If
I remember when
don't
they had
think
the
I've ever had it.
Rainforest Cafe there. Do you guys remember when the
my
Rainforest
God.
Cafe was there?
I'm not a fan.
I don't know.
Even if you don't like the food, just go into the place. It's
Drew
great. Like they had
Godden
a
will-
giant tree person that sat there and talked to you and stuff.
Ted Division will be very upset about that.
Mario is like mad about the food. He was like 7 years old at this place. He doesn't remember the food. He's just talking shit. The Rainforest Cafe was amazing. We need to bring that back. That might be. So there was a question
There's-
floating around. What was one thing from Long Island that's not here anymore that you would bring back? That might be the answer.
So I want to say
I say
one thing
Kmart.
from Long Island to me has to be something that like actually started on Long Island.
Okay.
Rainforest Cafe never started on Long
Okay.
Island.
Did-
It was on Long Island,
Did
but it
you say
never
Kmart?
started on Long Island.
Did Kmart start on Long Island? Because I would have to agree with him for once. I would have to say Kmart.
I think Kmart was
Kmart it was Kmart Borders Books.
So I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that started in Long Island. I think that was Midwest.
Well,
I-
Quiznos was here too. I don't know if that's a Long Island thing.
Those
No,
are just
so
like kind of dead franchises in
King-
general, though.
King
Yeah,
Colin is very
Quiznos is
famously
amazing.
from Long Island.
King Cullen is
Yeah,
on Long Island,
King
but there's,
Cullen
there's
is
still
a-
one down the road.
Very, very famously
Yeah.
from Long Island. The
I
first
think
ever
Wallbombs
supermarket.
was a Long Island only thing too.
Wall bombs, huh?
I think they actually got bought out by like Albertsons and Kroger and all that. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of the other day. Fucking Kroger.
Is laser tag still a thing?
Yeah.
Qzar.
Huh.
Q's
Not
are-
So
sponsored.
apparently they
And
started
Q-
out of the Virgin Islands in Florida, Kmart.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking virgins.
What did Long Island do?
Nothing, nothing, bro. They're just an outlet. They're
Pizza.
They're just a middleman.
We had a
If you
lot
wanna,
of-
if you wanna extend into New York City a
It-
little bit, because Brooklyn and Queens are on fucking Long Island.
Italy
They're not
did-
part of Long Island, but they're on Long Island, so I'll include them.
Sure are.
We have almost all the good Italian food started here. We
True.
have our
Well,
own.
it started in Italy.
Thank you.
Fuck that. We made it better here. Fuck that. It's our water that makes it good. Fuck that shit.
No, it really is though. The water for like the
Our bagels. Oh.
Bagels. Oh my god, that's not a New York thing, but it should. That's not a
we-
starter
Shout out
on
to
Long
the
Island
Jews.
thing, but
Shout out to the
We
Jews.
were originally a very big producer for the planes for World War II.
that is true.
Yeah,
Grumman's.
Grumman.
Yeah, Grumman's and then the thing over in Farmingdale.
Yeah, the yep. The aviation center over there.
We also
Man, imagine flying those little planes, bro. No shot.
Fun fact: one of the guys that comes here to buy from this shop that I'm not naming for legal reasons, he actually has a junior's pilot license and he flies out of there. He's still in high school and he's got a junior pilot's license flying out of
That
there.
place scares the shit out of me because
It's kind of cool.
every couple of months, emergency plane landing here, emergency plane landing there, over the southern state, in Fire Island. They're all coming from over there.
Honest Dank. Shout out Honest Dank real quick. Thank you for the pin.
And Green Magic.
Yeah, Honest Dank.
Oh
Get
shit!
your
50
green
Cent
magic.
is from Jamaica, Queens.
Do we shout out NYPB? Are we allowed to shout
Shout
out?
out
NYPB.
NYPB,
Shout
come
out
on, give 'em a
NYPB.
shout
Shout
out.
out New York Pop Butter. New York Pop Butter in the building.
The best fucking rainbow cookies.
For sure, man. For sure. We got
And he didn't even bring us none.
oh dude. You guys are around the corner though. That's nice and easy. I actually didn't really know if you guys were like. I didn't know what the plan was. I didn't know if we were eating edibles tonight. I didn't know if we.
Oh,
what
I
were
eat
we
edibles
doing?
like it's going out of style. I could do
Yeah.
like 1,000 milligrams. Nothing.
Yeah, he's got a
wish
tolerance.
I wish we would have said this beforehand. I would have brought you 1,000 milligrams and seen.
I got his
fucking
number. I ain't
firsthand.
got your number.
Yeah, I'm right around the corner, bro. I got you after this for sure. That's easy. Yeah, the rainbow cookies. We took second in New York, and
There's a competition for this shit?
oh yeah, yeah.
No, is it like
That's
an edibles
awesome, man.
competition or
Yeah,
just straight bacon?
edibles. So you got edibles. You got concentrates. You got. they do
Who even
flour.
judges this? Who does a competition?
So this is Dougie. It's from Hitman Glass. They do. It's the best in New York, best in Massachusetts. It's best in New England.
You were second for New York, or you were second for New England?
Second for New York.
Okay.
Yep, second in New York,
Fuck
and then
yeah, man.
third last year with the red velvet cookies.
Our father notoriously loves rainbow cookies. I don't know if he'll take them infused though or not.
No.
No, we make them regular too. Everything comes out of the bakery. So
but he's,
everything-
You guys do coffee cake, crumb cake?
Remember this?
Oh, were they practicing?
I don't know.
Fire trucks going around the lot right now.
Yeah, so we do the coffee cake crumb cake. We actually do a rainbow cookie crumb cake as well. Which is really,
Yo,
which is
now
really
you're
nice.
speaking our language, man.
Yeah, man, they do. Yeah, check out.
We're fat guys.
After this, man, check out the page. We have pictures and stuff. We have the website that's got everything on it. Everything on the website is not infused. That's all regular food. Hopefully soon we can be putting that out there for you with the THC infusion. But for the time being, family and friends only.
That's awesome, man.
I'm your friend, right?
That's it, man. Nice and easy. Shit, I'm upset I didn't bring any tonight. I gotta go to work early tomorrow, so.
I gotta go to work early too. It don't matter to
dude,
me.
Yeah, see, for me, like, I have a tolerance. I'm not eating 1,000 milligrams, but like, I'll sit there. I'll eat 100 milligrams
Gotta
a
pump
night.
those numbers up.
Bro, if I hit like 2 cookies now, I'm at the point. I'm like more of like a guinea pig. I make sure that they taste good and I make sure that they work,
So-
and then we rock.
It's
That's
interesting,
important,
though,
the
'cause
flavor.
I know once I go
Huge.
over 1,000 milligrams, though, it messes up my stomach. Like I get a
Oh
stomach
yeah,
ache.
because you're not supposed to be eating that much.
Yeah, but once I'm like, all right, 1,000 milligrams, I'm good. Anything above that, all right.
Yeah, done. For me, you see if you eat too many edibles, consistently too, it fucks with your stomach. It fucks with your
Have you
appetite.
seen that guy on the shorts though going around? He's eating like 4,000 milligrams in like one shot and shit.
That's disgusting.
Some Asian kid.
Here's something you might be able to explain to me. One time I took an edible and I started like hallucinating. Is that like normal with edibles?
It's not an edible.
Oh.
It's not THC. I mean, listen, there might be some psychoactive part of that you just it hit you the wrong way, you metabolize it the wrong way, and boom,
Well,
you're
didn't
already
they,
fucking
didn't
out
they
of
also
space.
like
but-
joke that they might have put some coke on it or like
Yeah, but
powdered
Coke doesn't
sugar?
make you
Nah,
hallucinate.
he would have just
No.
been running around the room. Like,
But, I mean-
my dad got into a rainbow cookie one night, and my dad don't smoke. He's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
And I can't say he got into it because I did give it to him. But I told him he'd eat like a little piece of it.
He decided to have the whole thing.
No, he ate the little piece, and then like a couple hours later, he started freaking out a little bit, and we didn't know what was going on. And this guy was about to take an ambulance to the hospital because he didn't want to tell my mom that he ate an edible and get me in trouble.
Oh.
But I looked at him at one point. I'm like, your eyes look like a glazed donut. I'm like,
Jesus, dude.
what are you looking at? He's like, the TV. He's like, what's it saying? I'm like, bro, the TV's not on. I'm like, this guy's on a trip right now. He went on a little trip on it.
Yeah. So I was thinking that, I don't know, you guys probably remember it if you're Rocket Power.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like going into Rocket Power. Like that's how fucking gone I was. I was a character. I was seeing in like 2D and shit.
Well, you had the same experience with the shrooms that one time too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be shrooms. That could be like a little bit of like a DMT trip too. It takes you into just pins you out, and
But
I've
in
never
around-
done that, but I
I didn't
just
know you
about
could do
it.
I've
DMT
never done
edibles
that either.
though.
Bro, they have DMT gummies right now.
I'm sorry,
it's like,
what?
It's like an
See, I
it's
haven't-
an alternative to mushroom gummies, which
So-
at the same time, just eat mushrooms. Eat mushrums and
I've
chocolate.
been
or
doing
eat
mushrooms.
if you're gonna do
I've,
it.
I've been doing mushrooms and I've not been able to disassociate like that where I hallucinate. I've even done like up to six tabs.
we don't need to talk about this.
Whatever, you can edit around it if you
Bro,
like.
why are you texting my mom right now?
It's you
But,
and your mom.
Anyway, but I've done like multiple tabs of like LSD and shit, and I've not disassociated. So I don't know if I just can't. So I've been like wanting
Just
to
place it
try,
in order.
So I've been wanting to like try to get into like try like something like DMT to try and see if I get disassociated or salvia, but I don't know where the fuck you can find salvia anymore.
Man.
What about ayahuasca? Would you do that?
Well, from what I understand, ayahuasca is just a DMT that you metabolize through eating it.
Yeah, I
similar
don't know.
to
I,
DMT
can't- I
gummies.
don't. Man, whatever you're comfortable with, I
Peyote?
condone. But for me, it's
I would try that if I knew where to find it.
You gotta go out west, right?
I mean,
I lived out west for a little bit. Although I was in the military, so that's a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
weren't looking. You were
Thank you
not
for your
looking.
service.
Don't
Thank you
him.
for your
He didn't do
taxes.
shit.
because he didn't do shit.
Thank
I'm
you.
joking.
Thank you for your taxes.
He was surprisingly kind of important for what he was.
Can I
Maybe
ask?
sorta.
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
What'd you do?
I'm a relatively open book.
He'll answer what he can.
Yeah, legally. So I was a part of USS 743. It's a SSBN, an Ohio class submarine.
Okay.
And they are SSBN differentiates from an SSN or an SSGN. So an SSGN is a guided missile. SSN is just a fast attack. Those are the guys that go out with the carriers, the battleships. They're part of the standard deployment as you see, like naval fighting. SSBNs are the ones that you don't hear about that go, oh, we need to make a country go away? Bye-bye.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Hypothetically, he could have.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, man.
There's certain things that you can look up on Wikipedia that I've pulled up numerous times now that you can figure out guesstimates of things.
Okay.
If you know how the math works with conversion stuff like megatons.
Like I said, guesstimates. This is all things that you can associate
We're talking
from
megatons.
I don't know what the fuck that means, bro.
What?
He goes, if you could do the conversions to like megatons.
A megaton, what is that? Like 100 tons?
1,000 tons?
Okay, so a kiloton is like 1,000 tons of memory
Yeah,
serves.
that makes sense. So a million.
A megaton is like 10,000 kilotons or whatever.
Cheese and rice.
I think a standard hydrogen bomb is like 100 kilo.
Standard.
Is it street legal to
Standard.
ask how deep you were?
He don't know. He don't know. He all he
No.
knows. He wasn't part
There
of any
are
of that.
there are things on the Wikipedia that are out for public knowledge.
Yeah.
That is what I will say.
All right. I'm interested because I went on a submarine in.
I like
Yeah, I
his
wanna-
response where if you ask him a question where you really can't. That's a great question. Glad you asked.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's good. I went on a submarine in Aruba.
Yeah?
Went down 102 meters.
You're wild for that. I would never.
Bro, I had jelly legs getting into that thing.
It
bro.
was
I
a
swear.
personal submersible?
No. Yeah, there was. I want to say there was like 40 people on it. Like before I got
Before
in,
Ocean Gate?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Ocean Gate
That
is?
whole thing from last year where the rich people died.
I think that was this
Oh,
year.
yeah,
wasn't
No,
it?
that was last year. That was last
Was it
year.
last year?
Yeah, that was last. It's been a
You
whole
know,
year now.
you didn't know my name. But
When they went to the Titanic. The
The guys
billionaires
tried-
went to the
Oh,
Titanic.
that's
and
what
the-
that was called, Ocean Gate.
Yeah,
That was
well,
the-
that
that
was
was
the
the
actual
name of the
name of the
brand.
country. Yeah, the company that ran it was
Well,
Ocean Gate.
I know what it is. I just didn't know by that. But yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you Ocean Gated?
Dude, I went down 100. I went
Successfully?
down 100 meters, man. It was kind of crazy.
I mean, 100 meters isn't that. You know what I mean?
Yo, dude, 100. I go down 6 feet in the pool and I'm fine. I'm in a bad place. I can hold my breath for like 30 seconds max. So if that thing had to pop up, I looked at the guy. I was like, "How long have you been doing this for?" It's like 25 years. I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "You're supposed to put me in last, so I'm like closest to the hatch."
Well, the thing with the Ocean Gate was the guy purposely went out of his way to make it as cheap as possible. That's what.
How did we talk about...
Whatever.
We stumbled. We went somewhere. What the fuck?
Well, hey, that's the name of the show, right?
That's true.
I can
Hey,
re-
that's a pretty cool hat.
You like
I
that?
can reopen
Where
the door
did-
if you want.
Don't forget, theovenpod.com. We are The Oven Podcast.
Doing
You can
merch
get our
stuff?
merch
Doing merch
on
plugs?
theovenpod.com.
All right, doing merch plugs.
Yeah, well, I was just getting hot. So now everyone's got to see my receding hairline because I had to take my hat off.
You want I can reopen the door for you?
No, it's all right.
We don't... We
Why
don't...
don't we pass around that pizza, though, before it gets cold over there?
It already was cold. I'll heat it for you guys afterwards. We're almost done.
But
Yeah, so we don't have merch like that, but
We
I
got-
did give you a shirt, and you shouted us out.
I did. I wore
You-
it on my episode. You saw, right?
I don't have a shirt for you. Famously, we are fat guys down on the corners, so there's only so much fat guy to go around.
It's called success.
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah. We would have been treasured as kings back in the day because we had so much.
Oh yeah, dude, we would have been the ones getting the grapes.
Yeah, yeah. He gets it.
See?
I watched. I don't remember what the show was, but it was like
It's nobility. It's
it was
class.
It was a Dracula one or whatever, and the Dracula he's like in modern day, and he's like the wife's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house?" He's like, "This is a house. Like back in my day, this would have been like a mansion to a peasant and shit. What the fuck? Like you call this squalor?" He's like, "This would have been like what kings would have like dreamt of back when I was around. Like that's like 300 years ago and shit." And I'm like, "What?"
Honestly, to put it into perspective, yeah. Like
this
some of the shit that people had back in the day versus now.
Well, didn't have would be more relative. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm teasing.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's
we don't have a merch thing, but we do have 250 subscribers. We're giving out what's left of
the first gen
the
t-shirts.
first gen shirts. They're not fat guy size; they're medium size. Otherwise, you can get one for an arm if you want.
Yeah, I haven't been a medium. I don't even know if I ever was a medium. I came out of the 2X.
I have been a 2X for as long as I remember. Yeah.
Poor Lori.
Now we're talking about my mom.
Oh yeah, but we got our own subscriber goals and shit too. We got 500 with the Pornhub channel.
Where you guys at?
You got 500 with your Pornhub channel?
No. So at 500 subscribers, we're going to make a Pornhub channel called Through the Looking Ass, and we're going to review old celebrity playboys. And by we, I mean him.
Wow. That's a good idea.
I like that.
Guys, keep chipping away. This is great. You know what? You started around the same time as us, right? Like last year?
So we started October 6th, 2022 was the first episode up.
So yeah,
Really?
you started
Yeah.
a few months before we started. Because I remember
Yeah.
we had that conversation when we came here.
Yeah, but you guys just have a bigger following because you guys are more likable.
Nah, you guys
You
are
guys are
great,
likable,
man.
too.
This has been a great time here tonight.
Yeah, this is awesome. I think we're more unlikable, and that helps us out a little bit. You guys are good guys.
Yo, speak for your fucking self, dude. People, these.
You guys also definitely are way more into marketing than me. That 100% helps.
You got to slut yourself out.
I mean, the thing
My
is,
nibbles can only go so
you
far.
guys also kind of have your own bit of brand reputation with the pop butter and stuff too. That you kind of we're just going off of just us dicking around for shits and giggles.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Where yours
no,
is kind
this
of also partially tied to your own brands already
yeah.
too.
This is all part of the process that we had working.
Yeah.
You know, podcast was phase 2, and you know there's more phases to come, which is
yeah.
So now-
it's not overnight.
So now, your NYPB, were you part of that before this, or were you guys just like strictly heterosexual life partners?
I've been seeing the NYPB fucking stickers since before I came back here. So like,
Yeah, so we started NYPB. I mean, so Mario is just.
If we're allowed to talk about this, right?
No, yeah, of course.
We'll stumble down your history right now.
Yeah, for
Hey.
sure. Hey, look at us. So me and one of my best friends from growing up, my buddy Pat, we run NYPB together. We've been doing it. So I mean, we've been making butter and oils, infusing them since.
You were too?
Yeah, basically since high school. So once I came back from Australia, we decided that we were making it ourselves, and then New York went to the Wild West a little bit, and we just decided, hey, let's put a brand in front of let's put a brand, and then my buddy Brian Lee from Long Beach does all my tattoos, so I went to him for a logo, and this is the first thing he came back with, was that.
You want to?
Yeah, literally, this is the first thing right here.
yeah, I've seen those.
So he
stickers around
came
town
back with that. I don't know if you could
If
see
you want to
this.
send me one of those, I'll.
Yeah, I'll send it to you for sure. This is literally the first thing. I looked at it, I was like, that. I'm like, that's it. That's literally it. We had an Instagram up. It was called, I can't believe it's pop butter _NY. It was super long. And I was just commenting stupid shit on people's stuff, and we got kicked off immediately. And then we just, actually my buddy Suggs, his little brother, came up with something, and he was like, my pop butter for the Instagram, and then it just kind of took off from there. And then I can't believe it's pop butter became the slogan. And now 4 years in, we're pretty close to getting
You guys have only been doing it for 4 years?
I mean, under the brand, yeah, 4 years.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, because I've been back for a little over 3 years now. About 3 years now from where I was, and I've been seeing the stickers around since I've been back and everything. So
It was, we started like a little bit before 420, 4 years ago. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's been fun, man. It's the community is amazing. Everyone in that community, everyone's there for the same reason. Everyone is
They just
there to
wanna
have- Yeah, it brings it. It's a flower that brings people together, and
yeah,
for us, it was just so easy. They were so welcoming, and people have been doing the same stuff that we're doing for forever. People have been branded for the last 15 years. These legacy guys.
Yeah.
And women.
Yeah, 'cause
it's really cool to see where we are now. Compared to where when we started, and even when we first started smoking, compared to where we are now. So, New York's the Mecca, man. It's all coming together.
And like I said, he's just the heterosexual life partner.
So
That's a reference if you get it.
reference the reference counter.
You guys don't get that reference?
What's that reference?
Jane Silent Bob.
Oh, dude, I would have never.
And
got
this
that.
is my heterosexual life partner.
Silent Bob.
No, I would have never gotten that. I've
Hey,
seen.
lady, you ever have your?
You ever had your asshole licked by a fat guy in an overcoat?
Are you Silent Bob in this, or are you Silent Bob?
Franco doesn't eat ass.
Oh my god.
So you're Silent Bob. Okay.
You don't balloon knot? You never balloon knotted?
No, I have. It's not like I'm not going. Hey, every girl that comes, I'm like, hey, you want to fuck on? I'm not about it.
Let me get that balloon knot.
You don't know. Nah, it'll put me on the spot.
Shout out to the people who get that reference.
Oh my god.
All two of you.
Nah, we've just been best friends for a real long time now at this point. It's so easy to do a podcast when you have 20 plus years of stories that you can just share and build off of, and and we're doing it now with you guys, which is great.
Yeah. we kind of just got into this because, like, we were always just fucking around and bullshitting with each other, and we figured why not, like, kind of loosely talk about the history of a thing. Because we're
kind of stumble around as we do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love watching people nerd out. I want to hear something that you're passionate about. I don't care if it's pot. I don't care if it's Aunt Frank. Trying to get back on topic. I don't care if it's Gundam. I don't care if it's fucking... You want to talk about Logitech for, you know, an hour because you're like their number one fan or whatever? Go for it, man. As long as you're passionate about something, I want to hear a story.
Definitely, man. That's what it's all about. And that's why we bring these, you know, celebrity guests to dinner. We want to have this unhinged dinner talk that we have anyway. And, you know, you're just the fourth guest at the table.
As the viewer.
You know?
We're trying to get like a bit more like famous-ish people on. Like we've been trying to reach out. Like so far, the biggest guy we had was Carl
Paulino?
Thank you.
Is he the guy from that
Celebrity Deathmatch, yeah.
Deathmatch, yep.
He's a celebrity, and
Super nice guy, fantastic guy. He's supposed
just really
to.
busy.
He is very busy. He does a lot
Very,
of
very
local
busy
conventions.
guy.
He is trying to get his book out, his graphic novel. They just did a trade paperback, which is the first volumized 6 issues of his comic,
He makes and
Spontanea.
does commission artwork for people and stuff with his sculptures. and
Yeah, I
everything.
saw that over there. It's awesome.
He's worked for Britney Spears, Fall Out Boy. He's worked with Celebrity Deathmatch, Budweiser. He's done a lot of like super cool things that nobody even knows that he's a person, and it's so sad that like artists like this sometimes just go unrecognized.
Man's got to get his flowers, bro.
Yeah.
I
So-
used to love Celebrity Deathmatch, man. That was like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
that,
no,
that's that
Celebrity
OG,
Deathmatch was
like,
the shit.
yeah.
I spoke to him most recently at the latest CradleCon because big convention nerd guy, high, teenage church, yeah. And I was talking with him about
Listen,
doing.
I got a Heartbreak Kid shirt on, bro. I'm not too far from you.
I was talking with him about doing a promo for him for his trade paperback. He was supposed to send me like a 45-second to a minute-long script that I can do for him, and he just never happened.
My
He's
heterosexual life partner.
Yep, I get that.
Do you need a soda? I could go grab you one.
No, we're good. We'll share this one.
It's cute.
He's gonna be spitting on that later anyways.
Oh my god.
But
No, Mario, tell him. Listen, we grew up playing baseball together too. You know,
I thought you were gonna say no. Tell him it's not the first time.
No. It's
We are Eskimo brothers multiple times.
Yes, multiple times. But
well, then.
Swapping spit, swapping other
Yeah.
things, right?
you know how it goes.
We've turned a couple girls lesbian.
Whoops. I've had that experience. Don't worry.
Oh man, this is live too.
No,
No, it's
We're
not.
Oh, it's
recording it.
not.
No, this is so.
So fuck it we do it live is just our intro bit.
Oh my god, I thought we were live this whole time. I'm fucking.
No, we're
ready,
just
dude.
straight recording.
Oh, that's why you were so upset that I said you don't need this.
I can't have that known. I can't have it known.
They're gonna know anyway.
No, you know what? Keep it. Fucking. Who cares?
Yeah, it's gonna get
Consider-
kept. That's great.
Considering how little Jackson actually like cuts out of our bits, it's whatever.
Continuity's sake, I love continuity. It adds to the lore. It may add to the time and people want to get annoyed by it, but it adds to the lore. I think it makes it more genuine.
He goes.
Yeah,
"That's
we
what
have
it is.
like
That's
we have
why
like
you're so
joking
upset."
like lore backstories to our episodes, like
Like the
Notorious-
Discworld.
Yeah,
or
like-
Sonic 2 universe.
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
god, we're not getting into that right now.
I mean, I know you guys are conducting the interview. I want to know like a little bit about you guys. Like, you know, what was like what you if I was the one conducting the Stumbling Down History Road podcast, what would be your
What would I
topic?
be a guest
Yeah.
for?
What would be your topic?
I mean, I've already done a few episodes of personal ones of note already, kind of. So it's you know.
You don't watch the show?
Well, like Monster Hunter, like the Monster Hunter episode that we did at the beginning of the month. That one was a personal episode for me because I'm just a fan of this genre of games, and it was my birthday that day. So I was like, let's just do that for the topic. So
Yeah, I mean, we've had enough where we've just kind of dragged in some of our friends and be like, hey, you're a third guest now. Too bad.
Yeah, fuck it.
Bro, that's how we do it.
But, I mean, for me, it would probably be Jurassic Park. I'm a huge dinosaur guy.
we still have not gotten around our bit with that one, have we? I have to get around to that.
And then, you know, he's got a couple over there. I got a couple more. Like, I'm also a big Hulk guy. So
Okay.
usually,
You see- you
usually
see the-
comic things are me.
You see the new shirts that we have, the Hulkamania tees?
No.
No, he's
No?
still like Hulk, like Green Hulk, not Hulk.
Yeah, not Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
No, that's not. Sorry, brother. No, that's awesome too, though. I mean, we
If I was a wrestling guy, it's Macho Man Randy Savage. That is
Okay,
my
I
man.
can
That is
respect
my
that.
man. That
I
or
can respect
Andre.
Andre's the man.
I am the Brute Squad.
Yeah.
I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad.
Think it'll work? It'll take a miracle.
No, we did the Marvel thing. The Hulk has to be like my favorite out of all Marvel.
Okay, are you a Hulk guy or a Banner guy?
Ooh,
Because
I guess I'm a Hulk guy over Banner. Like I like the character of the Hulk more than, I mean, Iron Man's cool, but
What's that got to do with Banner?
no, I'm talking just all like Marvel, like.
Oh, okay.
Who's Banner?
Bruce Banner, the guy who becomes the Hulk.
I'm not.
So,
I'm
a
not,
lot
He's
I'm not up to date.
We can't go
with
down
movies.
that
A
road.
lot of
Yeah.
hardcore DC, a lot of hardcore Marvel fans consider Bruce Banner and the Hulk to be separate characters within the same continuity. They just happen to share the same body.
Interesting.
Their personality is just so different based off of which version Hulk and whatnot. I just love. It really is almost a Greek tragedy, the story behind Banner and the Hulk and how it came into existence. The Hulk wants nothing to do with Banner, and yet he also wants to protect him because he was this imaginary friend that he had as a baby to help him deal with the abusive family, the abusive father that he had. His father killed his mother. His grandparents basically raised him, and then his dad was always drunk and abusive and constantly beating him. So that's where he came up with this big, strong, can never get fucked with type personality, Hulk, as an alter ego. And in certain depictions, it's so tragic watching the fact that the Hulk just wants to be left alone and wants to protect Banner, and other times it's like Banner hates the Hulk, Banner loves the Hulk because he's afraid of it. It's just the dichotomy between their existence of it. I love recommending Hulk the End story because it ends up translating into the Hulk is the last person on Earth. Everyone else that's there is dead. He is the last human. It's just now mutated like cicada type things that end up chasing after him as a food source and eating him. And Banner is trying to die of old age, but because the way that the Hulk is, he doesn't understand that Banner just wants to pass on. And Hulk thinks of it as Bruce is trying to kill him and trying to get rid of the Hulk. And so in the childlike mind of the Savage Hulk, it's all right, so Banner's trying to kill me. I can't let him kill me. I can't let him do this. And every single night he just almost dies, and then and then Hulk comes out to basically stop him from dying.
And that's Hulk the End?
That's Hulk the End. It is fantastic. You can find it in a single issue. I have it as a copy of that with Future Imperfect, which is when the Hulk goes into the future to meet Maestro.
Okay.
Which is also a Hulk, but different.
Are you a collector?
Certain things, yeah.
What about you?
I've dabbled.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% big on I have comic books that I collect. Some of them, certain ones that are interesting. I also have my notorious book collection because I have a couple of very rare books that, one's extremely rare because it technically shouldn't exist, and then the other one is just rare because it's the artist did a sketch in it, so you don't have.
It's a little bit more one-off.
Yeah.
But
I gotta ask, what book shouldn't exist?
So, my favorite author is Hideyuki Kikuchi. He's the guy who wrote the books. I don't know if you know the anime movies Vampire Hunter D.
No, I don't.
Well, anyway,
I'm sorry.
Pass.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They're kind of. You might know the other one, Bloodlust.
No,
I've heard of that.
I'm super interested though. I just don't know.
I'm a vampire guy.
He really,
So
he really
they're,
I enjoy vampires.
Oh, I'm a big vampire guy. I have a massive vampire book collection.
So you are a collector.
Well, yeah, but the one book I have from him though that shouldn't technically exist. So he did a manga series called Demon City Hunter. It takes place in the Demon City Shinjuku universe, and this section of it was only exclusively done as a 17-block manga. So, I mean, I think it was also released chapter-wise in some collector thing, but that's a different. Anyway, but it was 17 volumes. Only the first 2 volumes I can find having been recorded being released in English for it.
Okay.
I also have the other 2 volumes from the other 2 stories, but those were just 2 volumes, so those are just the 4 volumes. I have those in English. So it's the 17 volumes in Japanese, and then the 2 English volumes that were known to be released in English and are like, if you look up Demon City Hunter, it just says these 2 volumes. Only these 2 volumes have been released in English wherever you're like wherever I look. Like that's all I can find. And the company itself that printed it is kind of defunct anyway, so you're not gonna. I have an English 3rd volume.
Oh, okay.
And for all intents and purposes, I have not seen the volume 3 in English anywhere else except for that one listing on eBay where I bought it from.
You might be a millionaire.
I wouldn't say it's a millionaire thing. It's worth something.
He might be a thousandaire.
I mean, for all intents,
Regardless, how much did you pay for it?
like $10.
Oh my god.
But so for all intents and purposes, this one single English volume of this manga doesn't technically exist, and I have it, so I'm just like
Somehow.
yeah.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Are we sure it's a legit?
Yeah, it matches to the other ones too.
Yeah.
Mario's over here trying to mint your comic.
Well, no, I just want to get the wheels turning. That's
the only
all.
thing I could think of was maybe they made like
Bring
a
it to
handful
CGC.
of them, like to start, like they did like a small handful of publishing, like they were going to start printing more, but either the company
It
went
might have been a
defunct,
promo thing, like
Yeah.
a convention release only, something like that.
or the company just went defunct before they start mass producing them,
Yeah.
or there could be 1,000 different reasons, and because the publisher's gone, and I don't feel like going to the, trying to track down the people who would know this, because that's just way too much effort. So
That would be pretty cool, though.
I've considered doing it, but what I've ultimately just kind of decided I want to end up doing is just either getting somebody from Japan, or whenever I go there, or to eventually go there, because every fucking anime weeaboo goes there once in their life eventually, just going to a bookstore and picking up the Japanese 17 volumes and then just trying to figure out how to fucking read them and read them, or have them translate. Yeah. That's what I'm probably going to end up doing, and I'm probably going to end up buying a bunch of his other shit in Japanese that wasn't ever put out in English, just so I could have it.
I want to tell that person their lights aren't on.
They'll figure it out.
It's all right. I see a cop car out there. They'll get him.
There you go.
This lot always has a cop in it, man.
But yeah, so that's just it's just a weird.
I used to collect baseball cards, man. So heavy. Baseball cards, Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's a card guy.
You're a card guy? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon for me was like bread and butter.
Nah, I got
Magic.
into more nerdy stuff. Yeah, Magic.
Magic?
Magic
Yeah, I
the
never
Gathering,
played Magic.
Don't start.
Yeah. Big time collector / investor in that.
And that?
Nice.
Same thing with comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bunch
More
of,
than I should.
He's got a bunch of graded stuff and shit.
More than I
with
should.
With comics and some cards and shit.
Do we have any closing statements, guys?
Anything else you guys want to
I know you guys said that you have to get up early in the morning. So you guys have anything you want to close us off with?
We just want to say thank you. Thank you for having us on. It's been a pleasure. We love to see, just like you said, and we were talking about before, love to see people talking or doing something that they're passionate about. And Franco and I are just big believers in doing things that excite you. And I wish you guys a lot more success going forward. I hope those subscribers keep coming in.
Thank you.
I hope you keep learning the ins and outs of production and all that. I mean, you guys, this is a great setup. You got great equipment. You guys have great conversations. You're very knowledgeable. You're easy to talk to. So for us, this has been a real pleasure. And
Thank you.
before I turn it over to Franco to give his spiel, I just want to say,
Good old Silent Bob over there.
yeah, Silent Bob. Just, we're The Oven Podcast, me and Franco. Subscribe on YouTube, The Oven Podcast, and follow us on Instagram.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Yes,
all that fun stuff that you guys are on.
Listen, Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify, Instagram, at The Oven_pod, and keep listening to these guys, because they're fucking great, and I had a great time tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Stumbling down history road. This was a great time. And we're right around the corner, boys. Anytime that you want to hang out,
Yeah.
shoot the shit, chop it up. I'll
Yeah,
come smoke a couple more joints with you. We'll have.
Can't wait to be on your guys's.
Yeah, man. Listen, we eat some good food. We'll make it happen. Like I said, we're right around the corner.
We'll put Garrett to work.
There you go.
We got the pizza waiting over there for us too. That's nice. But no, this is seriously such a great time. This is a great way to spend a Monday night. And seriously, just keep doing what you're doing. Like Mario said, he kind of hit it right on the head. A lot of people don't do it. They kind of talk about doing it and just sit there and talk and talk and talk and never do it.
Which is funny because we have podcasts and we got to talk.
Yeah. But we're doing it. And it doesn't happen overnight. So this is, any way that we can help, we're always here for you. So
Appreciate you.
for sure.
I mean, you guys got any old celebrity Playboys you could donate to the cause?
let me ask my dad. He might have some hidden.
All my pages are stuck together. So
I got mine from my grandfather. I just had an old he collected them for the sake of collecting them, and then he gave them to me because he's like, I'm moving down to Florida. I don't need them. I'm
What
like,
a fucking gift.
Yeah, right.
So I had he gave me like a big ass box of old penthouses and then a big ass box full of old Playboys, and I noticed that like several of them were celebrity issues, like Vanna White, Nancy Sinatra.
I knew that was gonna be the first one he said too.
He watched our game show episode. Got it.
There you go. Yeah,
I'm
that's
really,
right.
I'm really trying to get on Wheel of Fortune. I think me and him
Well,
are gonna
Pat-
sign. Me and him
Pat's
are-
retiring.
I know, man. And his daughter Maggie is
she
amazing.
taking over?
I don't know if she's taking over. I haven't heard anything yet. If she does, I wouldn't be mad about it. She's a beautiful girl. She's also hilarious. She's great at what she does. Vanna White is still amazing, but I knew she was gonna be the first one that you went.
Well, that's because that's
brought up.
It's
where I
probably
know
like the
first-
most famous celebrity other than like Pamela Anderson. Playboy.
Are you a Wheel of Fortune guy?
I would watch it like back when we were kids with like our family and stuff. I
Yeah.
haven't really watched it recently, but that's mostly because I just don't have basic cable for it.
Man, I love it. I love it.
I kind of prefer more Jeopardy though because I'm a bit more trivia than I am with spelling, but that's because I'm just dyslexic.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune for me. We're gonna sign up for the Best Friends episode. We gotta get on that.
Let's
That'd
do
be-
it.
I'm just gonna have him spin the wheel. I'm just gonna stand there and guess the letters.
See if you can try and shout out the celebrity Playboy through the looking ass on Jeopardy.
Oh my god! just sneak it in there. Like,
Check out Through the Looking Ass, our friend's channel. What? Nothing?
what is through the?
through the looking at.
We also a couple other stretch goals that I want to say. 1,000. We're having him. He's actually an ordained minister. We're gonna have him forcibly marry 2 people.
Wow.
Yep.
Let's do it. Well,
I
Franco
just
and his boyfriend that can come by.
Always wanted to marry people.
I'm an ordained minister too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm an ordained minister as well.
Oh shit.
By the power invested in me, believe it or not, through the state of New York.
Well, fuck.
And now pronounce you.
No.
I'm
We're
already
brothers.
married.
You can't do that.
Husband
to
and
us.
my wife.
I'm already married too, so you can't. Nope.
You're not Mormon?
No.
No.
1001. One of our buddies is actually like building a little Lego Humvee to give away to a random subscriber.
Is he doing the process of doing that now?
That's awesome.
I don't know. And then he's probably going to do it once we get closer. 2,500 subscribers. We actually just got somebody to agree to this on camera.
And shake on it.
I'm fucking holding you to it, man.
We gotta make a short out of it,
2,500 subscribers. He's going to get a tattoo of an Assassin's Creed logo on his nipple.
Wow.
And that's on top of like the other weird, wacky episode ideas that we just kind of want to.
2,500. God
Whenever we
bless.
get the money to like actually be able to afford to do wacky, weird episode ideas, we want to actually end up doing.
Pay
too.
somebody to edit us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Man, and that nipple tattoo is gonna suck, but I can't wait to get
Yeah.
2,500.
Yeah.
Wait, it's you? You're the nipple guy?
I now have I got a running joke now that when we get to 1 million, we're gonna do a heist in Joe Rogan's house and steal a samurai sword.
I have some stupid tattoos, but that's not gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just fun, guys.
Yeah.
for real.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Appreciate
this is
it.
a
Glad
blast.
you guys came out, man.
Of course.
Nice
Of course.
music.
Anytime.
We look forward to having you on for Bunker Hill, the Oven Part 2.
Yes.
And look,
Any other topics you guys want to run?
Yeah, no, now I know what to expect, so I'll bring something. I'll bring a topic to the table.
fuck
that-
yeah, look forward to recurring guests.
For sure, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
recurring
that whole
guests.
Appreciate
episode.
you guys.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. Thank you guys for having us.